Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines on Turner Mountain. And last episode we finished up the suburb over here with providing them with a golf course. But yeah, overall it turned out really nicely, lots and lots of details. But what I want to do today is actually start off on the other side of the map. So as you know, like, we've got ourselves a pretty nice hilly map, and we actually only built like in this area. So what I want to do is actually start off over here. So what I'm gonna do is actually start off with building some sort of a village over at this side. You can see like some trucks are passing by on the highway. I'm gonna rip out the highway. You will see that probably via time lapse, so I will be right back. Hi there, you probably didn't expect my voice during a time lapse right now, but that's because the time lapse is gonna be very long, so I just decided just to commentate a little bit. And yeah, what I just want to say is I've got a couple of things to say. First of all, I also have done a photo series on this particular episode that's gonna be up on my Twitter. So if you don't follow me, yeah, go to Twitter and follow me. It's gonna be at LTSeeker, and you can just see like a couple of photos what I took from this area. And also, I always take like some screenshots for my projects, so like little sneak peeks so you guys know what's up. And right now what I'm actually doing is I'm building like the industry area over here. So this is like the only industrial area over at this village. And you can see I have a little bit of trouble with dealing with the roads because I use like small roads and also use like small assets. As you can see, it's really hard to place some of these smaller assets in City Skylines. And because I don't have a lot of room to work with, it's like in between two off ramps or on ramps. It depends on how you're looking at. And I think that turned out really nicely. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just placing like a couple of tanks, and as you can see, also a couple of pipes will go into the factory. And I think overall it turned out pretty nicely, especially with like the pipes that go above, like go above the road and then go into the factory. I think it turned out really cool. And over at this side, you can see right now what I'm also trying to do is, of course, fence it off, because this is an industrial area. And yeah, you need to fence it off, make sure nobody steals your goods and anything. So that's what I'm doing right now. And overall, what I did with this area, with the entire village, yeah, placed like lots and lots of detail. That was my main goal for placing or for building this. I just placed lots and lots of detail. You can see it over here with like the pipes going across the road into like a little thingy over at the highway. I think it turned out really nicely. And right now what I'm doing is I'm just gonna start placing lots and lots of props, and in a little bit I'm also gonna place like a couple of like trees and greenery, like flowers, bushes and other things. And it just makes this area come alive. So right now what you see me do is actually just create a little bit of a parking space for the office in the industrial area, because every industrial area needs a little bit of an office. I also place like a couple of boxes and some other stuff over there just to make it a little bit more nicer to look at. Right now I'm actually starting to decorate a little bit with like some trees, some pine trees and some other things. And close to the fences, as you can see, I use a little bit of vegetation, a little bit of bushes, but I'm keeping it low-key, like low bushes, small bushes and stuff, just to make it look overgrown. Not as much as like some big trees and you cannot see anything anymore, just a little bit. The same goes for the cell tower as well, and I think it turned out really nicely. And in a little bit you see me do that with the signs as well. I'm gonna place a couple of signs and like some on entrance signs, some exit signs, and behind those signs I also placed like a couple of low-key bushes and little bits of plants, and I think it turned out really nicely. So as you can see, the industrial area is almost done. You can see I'm placing like the final pieces and it should be done. I'm placing some props, some trucks and stuff, some flatbeds, and I think it turned out really nicely. Right now I'm actually gonna place a couple of signs like entrance signs, exit signs, and I think it turned out really nicely. So in a second I'm also gonna place like some signs, as you can see, like some McDonald's sign, but then for City Skylines. So guys, one thing what I need to mention before I'm gonna go is, in a little bit, in about 2 or 3 minutes, the color correction of the game will change to another one, and I think it is a little bit better, so I'm gonna stick with it. So it's just a heads up for you guys. So with that said, guys, do you like actually these commentaries during the time lapses or during long time lapses? Because I would love to make more of them, so let me know in the comments down below. And once again, on my Twitter channel, I've got a photo series of this entire episode, so go check that out at ultseeker. Links will be in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. And we are back. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. And what we got going on is we actually built ourselves a beautiful looking village. Let me actually zoom out a little bit and you can see how it looks. And this we actually built via the time lapse. It looks freaking awesome. I like it a lot. It's just breathtaking how it looks. So let me actually get started a little bit. So what we got going on is we got the village itself, and then we got like the highway that's really close to the mountain. So it's actually some sort of a village that's close to the highway. And let me actually get out of this view. So we've got like 2 off ramps that's connected to this roundabout. As you can see, we've got like one over at this side and we've got like one over here. And this one is a little bit special. So let me actually pause for a second and let me actually follow this new buggy. Because you will find something really interesting in about a second now. So let me actually pause again. And as you can see, we got ourselves a car crash. So I just placed like a car crash over here just to make it a little bit more interesting. So what I got going on is the Prius that's burning a little bit. And we got like a cop car close by it and 2 cops. And we also got like an ambulance just taking care of the wounded people. So I think that was a really nice detail. The car crash itself, that isn't fun, but the detailing to make this car crash, that was pretty fun to make. So yeah, I really like it. The same goes for over here. We got like the on-ramp, or the off-ramp I should say, of to this roundabout. So both on-ramps and off-ramps will actually connect to this roundabout. So you can see like we got the off-ramps over here, we got the on-ramps over on this side, and they're actually connected all via this roundabout. So this is actually the major roundabout of this village. This is the vital roundabout, so to speak, of the village. And what we've got going on is, of course, we've got a factory. This is the only factory in town, and I just placed it really close to like the on-ramps again, so they can actually deliver the goods really fast. So as you can see, like we've got one road over here. It's a really small one, but it does its job, and not a lot of activity is going on right now, as you can see. But yeah, they got like an on-ramp to get back to the city up south, and they can also go to this on-ramp again and actually disappear from the entire map. So yeah, that's pretty fun. One thing what I also have over here at this roundabout is of course a gas station, because when you are low on gas, like over here, you can just take like this off-ramp and just fill up on gas. And I think like the gas station itself turned out really nicely. So what we've got going on is of course the gas station itself. As you can see, we've got oh, I actually deleted that. I probably should place like a sedan over there as well. So my intention is we got like a caravan over here, and then we got like a sedan that's towing the caravan a bit. And yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. It just gives that interesting feeling. And what we also got going on, this car is actually parked over here. It's a Prius, and it's getting ready for a car wash. And when it's done, you can see like I've actually placed a keep clear sign, so nobody's gonna park over there. And they actually need to follow this arrow as well, so they're not gonna get on this roundabout again. They're actually gonna get into the village itself. Speaking of the roundabout, I talked about it a lot in the past 2 minutes, but just look at the amount of detail. I actually haven't talked about that. So we got the statue in the middle, then we got lots and lots of detail like flowers, greenery. We got some bushes, not some benches, but some bushes. Some benches would be dangerous though, but we got some bushes, we got some really small trees, and what I also placed are a couple of arrows that actually direct you in the right way. And as you can see, like this truck that was passing by, it was pretty interesting. So as you can see, it will drop his good stuff, and yeah, that's pretty interesting. I like it. But moving on to like the gas station once again. I fenced it off like a couple of iron fences and just placed like some greenery over here. It's like a little bit overgrown because nobody take care of this, because it's a little bit too dangerous to actually stand over here and cut all this neat, so to speak. But yeah, I think it turned out really nicely. So what we also got going on is a little bit of greenery over here as well. So these are like a little bit of overgrown areas. The same goes over at this side as well. Nobody take care of it, so it's just a little bit overgrown. We got a cell tower that's you already saw passing by. But yeah, I think it turned out really nicely. So lots and lots of trees, lots and lots of greenery, even some flowers, some white flowers just for the contrast. And I think it turned out really nicely. So what we got going on with the roundabout, we got, like I said, we got one entrance, or yeah, we got 4 exits or entrances for the roundabout. We got 1 for the off ramps, we got 1 for the on ramps. So like I said, like the roundabout is divided into 4 areas. We got like 1 area for the off ramps, 1 area for the on ramps, and we got like 1 area for the village itself and 1 area for the shopping center. So this is actually the shopping center. We got like a Target, we got like a GameStop, we got a Subway, we got a pharmacy, we got a Kroger, we got a Staples, and we got a Bed Bath & Beyond. And overall, I think we got lots and lots of parking for these people, or for these companies, not for these people, but for these companies. And yeah, I think it turned out really nicely, especially with over here like the crops. You can see I placed like 6 really close together, and you cannot even see they're like 6 anymore. You just see like there's actually 1 crop. The same goes over here. I think this one turned out a little bit better than the other one. But overall, with lots and lots of greenery, lots and lots of bushes as well, just to cover it up a little bit, I think it turned out really nicely. So these are like a little bit of a line. The same goes for over here. This is like a little bit of a line because there's like a road going over here. So when people actually enter, they cannot go straight away to like this parking spot or this one, and actually need to follow the road a bit. So that's where that's come into play. Moving on to like the back end of the shopping center, we got like some fences going on, like it's covering the entire thing, so nobody will actually steal something. And you can see we got some goods that's waiting to be sold, for example by Target. Same goes for over here for Staples and Bed Bath & Beyond. And the Kruger and the pharmacy are a little bit too big, so what I did over here is I just placed like some sort of an access road or an entrance road to actually get access to these areas for the Target. And what I did is like I placed a keep clear sign, as you can see, and like a couple of arrows, so you can see like this is a road. The same goes for over here. I actually placed like a couple of cones over here, so it is actually mimicking a road. So you can see like people need to use this road to actually enter like this area. As you can see like what the yellow truck is doing over there. And same if you exiting, you actually need to follow this arrow and you will get back on the street, so to speak. But I think it turned out really nicely, especially for over here like the shopping center. It turned out really nicely. So let's move on to like the village itself, shall we? So first of all, when you exit the highway, or when you actually the roundabout, you will go over here and you will actually go to another roundabout with the elementary school over here. And like the elementary school, it turned out really nicely because of the fact that the parking lot itself is a little bit special. I like it a lot. So the parking lot itself, you can see over here we got like a parking lot, and people need to enter via this way, so that's why the keep clear signs are there. And they actually need to follow the arrows to actually get into the parking spaces itself. So I placed some sort of a cones. I don't know what they're called, but I'm just gonna call them cones over here just to make sure nobody will exit this parking lot and going on this area of the road, but actually follow the arrows, and they will actually use like this area to get back onto the road. And I think like the amount of detail I tried to put in over here, it is just crazy. For example, like we got a couple of slides. I actually placed like a ping pong table. We got a swing set, and we even got like a little bit of an overhang where people can actually just sit in the shade. I think it's pretty nice, and like this area looks pretty cool as well. And this is actually the elementary school. So moving on to the high school itself. So we got the high school, we got like one high school, we got like a dormitory, and this is actually some sort of a dormitory what's gonna be replaced for a gymnasium, so people will actually exercise. I think it's called a gymnasium, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this is what people, or what the students do their exercises, etc, etc. And it's all fenced off, as you can see, with like a little bit of an iron fence. What I also did is place lots and lots of tall grass and like some bushes and stuff, just to make it a little bit more hard to see from the students to actually see into other people's houses. For example, if you live over here or over at these 3 houses, you've got a major privacy problem if I didn't do that. So that's why I did do that, so people don't are angry at the students for peeking into their houses and stuff. One thing what I should mention is like we've got like this area over here where the students can actually sit down in between classes and stuff, and they can just do a little bit of ping pong. They can actually sit down and eat their lunches and stuff, and I think it turned out really nicely. One thing at the front over here at the high school is I placed some sort of a bicycle area where the students or the people who are going to school can actually place like their bicycles. So over here they can place their bicycles, and then we got like a little bit of parking area for the teachers. And I think this entire thing turned out pretty nicely as well. So moving on to the sports area, we got like a tennis field, we got like a soccer area, and I probably should mix them up or change them around. What I should say is like we got a tennis area and we got a soccer field or football field, because of the fact that there are more tennis fields over here, or tennis courts I should say, instead of fields. But yeah, this is like the sporting area. It's a little bit on the outskirts of the city because they're actually pretty big. And I just placed them on the outskirts. And I think it turned out pretty nicely as well. So moving on, and let's actually follow this road. We got a dirt road over here, and this dirt road is made for like these marinas and these piers. We got like a restaurant or a fishing pier. I think this one is the restaurant on the pier. Then we got like the jet ski rental and the marina itself. And just look at the amount of details, guys, over here. Just look at it. We got like some tall grass, some bushes. We've got like a couple of flowers over here, and I really like it. I actually really do. With like those curves and like the dirt path or like the dirt road. It looks freaking awesome. I like it a lot. Just look at the amount of detail. When people are living over here, they got like that little bit of privacy because of the trees, but you can also yeah, look out into the ocean, I should say, or like the bay a little bit. So that's pretty nice. And we got like the dirt road that's all the way over here. So I just want to keep this area a little bit intact over here. So yeah, it's a little bit of a beach, so to speak. And we got lots and lots of detail close by. We got like some tall bushes, we got like some tall grass, we got some trees, and I think it turned out pretty nicely as well. The same goes for over at this side. This one is actually a little bit bigger with like the bushes and stuff. So you can see like we got some trees, we got some tall grass, we got even like a couple of shorter grass area, we got some small pine trees, and I think it turned out really nicely. So the entire picture itself, it just looks freaking awesome. So for power, we actually got like a couple of wind turbines over here. As you can see, we got like 9 of them in total, and I think it just gives it a really nice sight. If you are from over here, let me actually get into cinematic mode. You can see like we got the village over here, we got like the highway, and then we got like 9 of these turbines. It just looks freaking awesome. I like it a lot, and they actually turned, I think. I think they actually turned. Just go back, and I think like the turbines over here are actually facing like this way, and now they actually turned. Let me see if that's true. I don't know, I have to go back and actually watch it myself. But I think they actually turned, but I'm not sure. One thing what I should mention though is it just looks freaking awesome. I like it a lot. This project has been a blast with placing details, with placing like lots and lots of greenery. For example, trees, like bushes and stuff. And that's gonna be it for me today. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care and goodbye.